and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Supernatural Season 13 Episode 18, Bring 'Em Back Alive. My neighbors are working at the moment, so there's a drilling sound. I hope you can't hear it, and if you can, I hope it's not going to be too much of an inconvenience. Where can we start? We're going to start with what I usually say. I have my full review down on my page. There's a link down in the description below. Go check it out, it's pinned to the top. But we're gonna talk about things I didn't talk about in the review. Over here, give you some brief thoughts. First of all, I loved it, but I thought it could have been a better episode. I felt it a bit rushed, and for the amount of time you had, for the amount of content you had to give, you had some scenes that just didn't make sense. The whole Lucifer scene, the Sooth going for the exorcism with Anthony the Demon. I mean, you have a meta story driven focused episode and you're talking about this other stuff. It was there for comedic relief. I understand that. I understand that even in the most important finale episodes or the premiere episodes, you're always going to have some comedic relief. Supernatural is following that formula. So I shouldn't complain, and although I am complaining, I found the scene still very memorable. I just really got jolted out of the immersion of the episode. You know, so first you're dealing with Dean, you're dealing with Catch, and then you shift to Lucifer and Sister Joe, and Lucifer's doing nothing. I am sick of Lucifer not doing anything. I want him to get off his ass and start being the devil again. And if he wants to play God, let him play God. Intriguing storyline. But let him do something and not just sit around and let Sister Joe do her stuff. Or he needs to take control of heaven. They need to follow up his story arc. I don't know if you'll consider this a spoiler, but in 2 episodes time, I think it's 2. It's episode 21, I think, so maybe 3 episodes, I'm not sure. But we have I think it's 3 episodes. Because we have Funeralia, Unfinished Business, and Beat the Devil. Episode 21, I think, is called Beat the Devil. Now, if truly you're gonna kill off the devil, then, which again I'm totally against, but if that is the story arc you're going with, you've really done it. You've really screwed up the whole thing. Because he came back in season 11, until now he hasn't had a proper Lucifer round story arc, and you can't do that within 2 episodes. You have potential with the character to bring him back to his former glory. I really do wish they take him down. I really do wish they give him the character arc that he deserves. Again, I trust the writers, and they don't do a lot wrong. I don't have many complaints. I'm going to leave it in their hands and I'll see how it goes. I'll comment about it when the time comes. But as far as this episode went, Lucifer, Sister Joe was not my favorite storyline, and they killed off Asmodeus. Till now, no one truly dies in Supernatural, but he had such potential. I mean, to think about all the princes of hell are now dead. You know, the story arc that was just in season 1 with Azazel. It's a bit sad, it's a bit disappointing, and I really do wish they bring him back. I know a lot of people didn't like Colonel Sanders and the whole chicken vibe, or KFC, I don't know, whatever. I loved him as a character. I mean, I'm European, so for me that accent was a welcome and not something cheesy. For me it was really cool, really creepy, and I really bought into the character. And now he's dead. And it wasn't the season finale, it wasn't a big death, it was a redemption arc for Gabriel, you know, the bringing back of Gabriel, so you bring him back in a strong way with an impact, and you certainly did that. But I just wish there was more to it, to be honest, and maybe keep him alive to the season finale. I believe his character could have spanned season 14 too, unpopular opinion, but anyway. Obviously the biggest thing to say about this episode is the return of Charlie, and I might have seen a bit disappointed with it in my written review. And I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea. I loved her before and I love her now. She's a great character, but for me it's more of a fan service than I feel that her storyline reached its completion, and now we're going into fan service. If you can change that and make her character vital and give us a reason to to see her again inside the series, give us a reason to give her a reason to be there, then I'm fine with it. You know, right now it feels like fan service, and it was a fun. I still love the episode. I loved her role in the episode. She had a really hard role to play the scared but strong and brave girl, the patriotic girl. I will fight for my race, and this is where I belong. A very interesting story arc, something that, you know, the previous Charlie, the Charlie we know, she was always there for adventure, and you know she went to Oz, and her whole character arc was with adventure. And now she's being this patriotic soldier to fight for humanity, and it's cool, it's interesting, and I love that. But of all the billions of people that lived in the world, they saw her. They teleported via this portal or via this rift, and they go to where she's going to be executed. It just feels a bit too convenient. Again, if you have reasons and if you disagree, please tell me. It's not the first time that fans have changed my train of thought. Right now, that's where I stand with it. Again, as I said in the written review, Supernatural focuses on destiny, and Charlie's character was certainly tied into the Winchesters, especially towards the end of her storyline. So bringing her back in is not so, oh my god, what are they doing? It can be reasoned, but if you can reason it out with me, I would truly appreciate that. You can help me out and we can discuss this together. Apart from Charlie, we had the Dean and Ketch storyline. Ketch having a redemption arc, or is he? We're not sure yet. I've spoken about Ketch in previous reviews, and I love him. I think he's a very intriguing character. Is he black? Is he white? Where does he fit into our storyline? He's not dead yet, and that's a great thing. You know, I want him to remain alive in season 14. I think he is just such a good character. I think that seeing him fight with the inner code, that even at the end of season 12 he followed that code to an extent. Even though he started seeing the cracks within the code, he still lived by it. Then he saw that the British love letters betrayed him and just left him out there to die. They didn't do anything about him. They didn't do anything about their cause. Ultimately, it was them being sent to their death in America. And the older men in the British love letters didn't give them much of a priority. They just sent them and off on your merry way. Do what you need to do. Give us the feedback. If you die, you die. And he saw this and he realized, I lived my life with them and following their code, but I'm expendable. They don't need me, and I was left to die. So I love where Ketch is coming from. I love that, you know, obviously him being left inside the alternate universe mirrored Benny in season 8, staying in purgatory. The whole thing with even the ending with in purgatory the vampires came and Benny was like, I'm gonna fight them off, you go back in the portal. Same thing happened here. The angels came and Charlie and Ketch fought them off. I loved Dean's scene at the end with the son of a bitch and his anger and he is so pissed at the moment, and rightly so. Every time they get close, they get pushed further back. They had all the ingredients, now they don't have the ingredients. So, although I think that this episode could have done so much more, I'm still gonna give this episode a 8.9 because it progressed the storyline, and I always go with such high expectations for Supernatural, and in reality, this was a fantastic episode, and I'm just being critical. That is it. I am just being critical, and I love the episode. I enjoyed the episode throughout. And that's ultimately what series are there to do. Now, nothing broke canon, nothing was too bonkers. It just all fit there nicely, and I'm here complaining. So I'm gonna stop complaining. I'm gonna tell you I give it an 8.9, I can't wait for the next episodes. I'll be uploading the promo shortly. I don't know what will come up first, this or the promo. I think the promo. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Please subscribe, give me your feedback, and I'll see you later in the next video. Thank you very much.